So, hello and welcome back guys to another episode in World of Tanks. So today I'll try to show you what other options of tanks there are, and I'll try to update my garage slightly, get rid of the old tanks that I'm no longer planning to use, and get some new tanks in. So firstly, if we look into available tanks in the development tree, we can see that at the minute I have T2 medium, both which going forward should become one of the heavy tanks, which are the main damage dealers in the battle. However, downside to these tanks, as you can imagine, is the speed and maneuverability, so you wouldn't expect much from them. Another tank I was talking about last time was the tank destroyer, which is marked with the flipped over triangle, which you can see here, and it costs only 110 XP to research it, so let's do that straight away. And also it's only 3000 silver coins to purchase it, so let's do that straight away. And let's try to enjoy the beauty of this machine. As I said before, the tank destroyers are one of the kind of tanks that I personally enjoy playing with. So they are slightly heavier armored, so the front is really difficult to damage. However, the back is the place where you need to watch out, because if your enemy gets behind you, then you are sort of screwed, because the gun can't be rotated 360 degrees. It only goes 60 to 90 degrees, I'd say, so it's not that much, and you need to really watch out not to allow enemy quicker light or medium tanks to get behind you. Another tank that we currently have in the garage is the M2 Light, and there is one other tank available, which is the artillery T57. So it's only 140 experience to research it. Let's do that straight away, and it's 3300 to get it in our fleet. So this is one of the tanks I also enjoy playing, so it's slightly different gameplay. It's not about you driving around as much as relying on your teammates to spotting enemy vehicles and then just trying to bombard them from a distance, while giving some air support to your colleagues in the battle. So let us go back into the garage and try one of the new tanks in the battle. I'd say let's go firstly with the tank destroyer to see how this one behaves in the battle. I haven't played with tank destroyers or artillery in a long while, so this can be quite exciting, and being on early levels of the game, it's quite an interesting experience as well. I never actually got to a level 10 tank, which I hope I can do during these video series with you guys, and hopefully we can see how different and fun it is to play on early levels 2, 3 compared to levels 10, and what's the main difference there. So if you look on the bottom left bit of the screen, where you can see my tank from the top view, you can see there is a cone shaped thing going around my gun, and that's basically showing how much my gun can actually turn. So you can see I'm turning it and reaching the maximum. So if the enemy would be on my left hand side now, where the green light tank was just now, I would be absolutely useless in destroying it. So with these tank destroyers, probably a good piece of advice is to try to give assistance to your team, so stay slightly at the back where you are less likely to be hit by an enemy, and try to snipe the hostile tanks. So there is one tank I can see on a map, so let's see if I can hit it. It's hard to say if it's still there, I missed it, or I didn't. Oh, it's still there, but it's slightly moving. Let's try to hit it. Oh, missed him. Oh, there he is. As I was telling you yesterday, if you're sure that the enemy is still there, just keep on shooting and you are likely to deal some damage to the machine. So we can see the tank is still there. Let's try to destroy it. Oh, and there is one frag for myself, which is a good start. It's definitely better than what was happening yesterday when I was being destroyed literally within a few minutes of me joining the server. So I believe I've damaged him slightly, however he managed to hide behind the hill. Let's wait and see if he comes up and if I can destroy him, or if it's gonna be one of my teammates who's gonna do... can't really aim that low at him. And by the time I've got up the hill, unfortunately he was destroyed, so missed the frag. However, if you look at my stats, I'm not doing that bad. Definitely better than my first few battles, so I guess some skills are coming back to me. So let's see if I can get some more damage in this battle. As you can imagine, damage converts into XP. XP and money is something that you need to progress through the game. One piece of advice is never go backwards or forwards if you're trying to escape from where the shot is coming from, because that's an easiest way for someone to hit you, is by actually just going back from where the bullets are flying. I'm managing to get some damage, however I'm being shot from the side there. Yes, another one. Oh, and he stopped. Maybe he track was damaged. Oh, it's so hard to snipe. Yeah, we'll need to go back and try to destroy him before he captures our base. There's another tank somewhere hidden there, and I just discovered it. I managed to damage its track. He's trying to escape. It's quite a nippy one. Oh my god, he's just flying there. Can't even aim at him. Oh, that was a good shot. Oh my god, just missed him. Yes. So it seems that we have won, and by the looks of things I did quite well. Managed to get 10 hits, I believe. So one tank destroyed, 13 penetrating shots, and total of almost 400 damage dealt, which is a really good start. So the guy is still trying to annoy me with his advice, which I don't really need at the minute. So that was the tank destroyer, which I do enjoy playing. As you saw, it's quite heavily armored and the gun is dealing quite a bit of damage. So let's see if experience we gained in the battle is enough for us to research something. So we have a total of 999 experience, and to get a gun upgrade we need just 970, which is more than enough. So let's do that straight away. However, we're slightly short on the money to get the new gun, so I'd say we leave it for now and give it a go with the artillery, so you guys can actually see what is it like to play with these class tanks. So this is probably not the best map to do it. For artillery, you'd ideally want to have an open field map with not a lot of buildings, because enemy tanks can actually hide behind the buildings, which makes it really difficult for you to hit them. So the map itself is quite cool. However, here you need one of the nippier, quicker tanks or the tank destroyer and go on the left hand side of the map where you can see the railway tracks. So I'll try to find a good enough spot somewhere around here to show you what this tank can actually do. I'll just quickly go into options and disable the hull lock, which was quite annoying in the previous map when the tank wouldn't turn itself. So you can see the tank is a bit different to what the other tanks were. So there's another artillery there, so he's going for a hidden spot there, which I remember from my PC days being quite a good spot. So the thing to do as an artillery, you need to hide somewhere, because these are really fragile and just one shot is enough for you to be destroyed by the enemy. So we can see all the enemies on the map, and when we hit the zoom button, it opens the view from the top. So there is an opponent, so let's see if we can actually hit him. So you need to aim, and when there is a green circle around the tank, then it's the ideal moment to shoot. So we can see the enemy there. Let's just give it a go and see if the... Oh, we missed him slightly. So as you can see, it is slightly trickier to play here. However, there is something about this game mode which I enjoy. The one thing you need to bear in mind when you play as an artillery is the time the actual bullet takes to get from your tank to where your enemy is. So you need to try to calculate where the enemy is going to be in a few seconds from you shooting. So you can see down there it shows roughly 2.2 seconds before... Oh yes! So it shows roughly 2.2 seconds before I click the fire button up to the point when the bullet hits the ground, or hopefully the tank. So you've seen I've got one hit, which equated into one damaged tank and one kill. As you can see, it isn't as easy to play this tank in this map, purely because of the vast majority of the map being covered in buildings, which makes it really easy for enemy tanks to hide, and it's not that easy for me to shoot. While I was trying to get some damage here, my whole team was destroyed. I've missed the bloody guy, and he's now gonna destroy me, even with me trying to hide there. So that's the probably downside of playing as an artillery. Once your teammates are destroyed, you're kinda left on your own and not much you can do about it. So the first battle wasn't that successful, if I'm honest. Only one tank destroyed with one penetrating shot, which is equating to only 12 damage. It's quite a poor performance, I'd say. However, in this game you never know what to expect. So there is still not enough money to get the upgraded gun. So let's see if on the medium tank there is anything I can research, and yes, there is an upgraded gun, which should hopefully help us to get a bit more damage. Do I want to buy it for 2,200? Probably not, because there is a slightly better gun up here which I can research straight away, which I'll do, and I'll get this upgrade installed on my tank. I'm also able to research the better armor and purchase it straight away as well. And yes, there is even enough XP for me to research a better range, I guess, for the tank. So the better range you have, or audio, the further I assume you can see in the field, which allows you to spot tanks when they're further away, or maybe you are able to see them further away in the field when they are spotted by your teammates, which is always a good thing. That allows you to see the tanks further and shoot and cover more range within the map. So let's see how this baby performs now with all the upgrades installed in it. Hopefully the battle is going to be slightly more successful than the one before with the artillery, as that was in a way a disastrous battle for me, being destroyed more or less without even given a chance to help my team. That, I guess, is one of the things to bear in mind when you're trying to play as an artillery in this game, as you never know what sort of map you're gonna get, and that makes it quite tricky, as you never can really understand which of the tanks you'd like to pick for the particular map. So a few seconds left before we go, and you can see the teams are more or less equal. So there's 2 artilleries in each, 3 tank destroyers, quite a lot of lights, and then 3 medium tanks in each of the teams. One of the things you probably need to keep in mind when playing game is that you need to try to avoid destroying the terrain, because firstly that slows you down. Secondly, while playing as an artillery, even if your tank isn't visible, artillery can still spot when you there's one tank, so need to be careful there. So when you're destroying terrain, you need to be careful, as artillery can spot you. Oh, that's a good shot. Without actually seeing you on the map, artillery player can see the damage your machine is doing to the terrain, which makes you in a way visible to the rest. Ah, I was destroyed by an artillery, which we were talking about so much. Luckily I managed to get some good damage. I've managed to get some spotting or assistance XP as well. So overall not the worst of the battles. However, the gameplay itself wasn't that long. So probably if you're one of the people who's interested in longer gameplay, then heavy tanks or tank destroyers is something you'll be focusing on. So I guess we'll try to do another battle in another tank. Maybe let's pick the tank destroyer, because that seemed to have been a lucky machine for me. I've managed to survive for quite a while and get some good damage, as well as good kills. Let's see if my luck is still there with me. This, I'd say, would be a really good map to play as an artillery, because you can see that both right and left hand side of the map are sort of higher up, and then the middle bit is sort of valley, where it would make it extremely easy for you to snipe. However, this map can be really good for tank destroy as well, because these machines are not the quickest ones. They are sort of the ones to stay further back and snipe, which I'll try to do. So I'll let my teammates go and highlight the enemy for me, and I'll try to stay a bit further here so I'm not being spotted straight away. One thing for you to watch out when you're playing on your own is the teams, both of them. So in this case there is no artillery, as we don't see any squares, which is a good thing and allows you to snipe further. That was an easy target, one tank destroyed. My god, they're being destroyed so quick, I don't even manage to get some damage. Oh, that guy was flying. Was he thinking he's playing airplanes or something? So this is one of those maps where you don't really want to be sitting somewhere in the middle, because it makes your life so much more difficult to survive. I'm a terrible shot, if I'm honest. Oh yes. No, unfortunately I didn't get another shot at the guy. Have another tank hiding somewhere there. However, I can't really hit him. Let's come slightly down so we can see a bit more of the map. I guess the guy there has moved slightly. No, unfortunately he didn't. He's still trying to hide, which makes my life a bit more difficult in terms of getting some damage on him. The guy down there is hidden behind the building, which doesn't really help. So we've seen some bullets flying from that direction, which, as I said, even without seeing a tank, lets me see where the tank is. So you can see the tree moving as well, which sort of highlights where the enemy is. Still makes it hell of a difficult job to find him there. And I wasn't really successful at it. So I'll try to get some damage from there. However, my gun is just horribly missing today. I'm not that good of a shot, if I'm honest. I need to probably take a few more tutorials there, so the guy can actually explain me how to shoot and how to be a better sniper. So at this point it's quite a tricky task. You don't really want to go out there, as you'll be spotted straight away and the guys will just destroy you. So you don't want to become a sort of easy target for everyone. You kind of want to stay a bit at the back and try to snipe them out, especially if you're playing as me as a tank destroyer, because these things are bloody slow at turning around, which would make your chances of surviving really bad and poor. We see another guy over there trying to sneak to our base. So let's see if we can actually get the clear shot on him. Meanwhile, I've spotted another tank that way. Oh, that was a good shot even without seeing him. I'm pretty sure I've managed to destroy him. So someone's spotting me. I'm pretty sure that's the guy over there, and I'm right. Just need to try and destroy him now. So these tanks are shooting loads and loads of bullets. However, they don't do massive amounts of damage. However, they're really good at taking your tracks down, which was the issue for me, which made me stop and I couldn't really move. And that's probably one of your biggest enemies while playing as a tank destroyer, because if you can't turn around, you won't be able to turn your gun around, and this will make your game literally impossible. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe, because I'll be definitely trying to get some more videos of World of Tanks out, and I have quite a few other games as well, which I'll definitely try to record later on once I'm get a bit fed up with this game, which currently I just enjoy and love. So leave me a comment, click like, press subscribe, and I'll see you soon.